Hey guys, good evening everybody, and welcome to another edition of the ActionsTrader.com nightly wrap-up show. Hope everybody is doing okay. So we're not going to talk about the big market rally today. We're not going to talk about that, okay? Again, it's one of those situations, everybody knows what happened today. Crazy big, rah-rah rally. Everybody thought today was going to be the capitulation blow-off top and reversal, and, for a little while it actually looked like that. Now, I want to talk about, the NFL. Okay, I want to talk about the NFL. We're about a week away from the NFL Combine, and for those of you guys who are not football fans, that's where the college prospects, they come out and showcase their skills in front of teams, scouts, coaches, and other prospects. And in the NFL draft, right? In the NFL draft, the Combine is used kind of a breeding ground to really separate the prospects, legitimate prospects, to the possible flash in the pants, quote unquote, aka bust. And when you scroll back for years and years and years, the greatest and the most important position in sports is the NFL quarterback, right? There's nothing that you can do in any other sport that could even come close to the importance of an NFL quarterback. And you go back to a very, very specific draft, incredibly specific draft, and that was the year that Peyton Manning was coming out of the University of Tennessee, and another gentleman by the name of Ryan Leaf was coming out of the University of Washington State, right? They were very, very close, very, very close. You had Peyton Manning, big kid. You had Ryan Leaf, big kid. Two big guys, huge arms. The only question was, were the Colts going to take Peyton Manning number one, or were the Colts going to take Ryan Leaf number one? So you kind of know what this, how the story played out. One of them was arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, got drafted to the Indianapolis Colts, and the other guy was Ryan Leaf. Now, what separated Ryan Leaf and Peyton Manning? Okay, it wasn't the physical attributes, it wasn't the arm strength, it was between the ears, right? It was the mental part of the game. And there's something called playing at a slower pace. Okay, you hear this, you hear that once in a while in sports, but it doesn't really quite, show the importance when you're playing quarterback. Okay, when an NFL rookie comes out, like for example, last year Jared Goff came out, right? He was the number one pick of the draft. So far, he made it through his first year with the Los Angeles Rams, but he didn't do anything. You didn't see any signs of, any talent on the NFL level. Great quarterback in college, didn't see that yet in the level. And the reason why Peyton Manning turned into Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf became, a person who was completely mentally unstable and unstable, unfortunately had a lot of runs with laws and out of the NFL within several years. The reason why that happened was, number one, Peyton Manning let the game slow down for him, okay? Literally slow down. Ryan Leaf couldn't do that with the mental capacity, and the game was too fast. It's much easier, going against, for example, Santa Clara State, okay, on a random Saturday than facing, for example, a guy like Ray Lewis and, Terrell Suggs, and every single time they're blitzing you. And the difference, again, between, Peyton Manning and one of the differences, the game slowed down. And when the game slows down for you, you start seeing everything very, very crisp. You start seeing the coverage very, very crisp. You could identify the defensive audibles. You could identify, the shift in defense. All these things are out there for you. And once the game slows down for you guys, all the lights, all the noise, all the cameras, you don't even see that. You have your visors on, you stay super focused, and you're going to be successful. So how does that translate into trading? Okay, so today we had one of the biggest rallies for a very, very long time. We went like 6,000 days in a row, and obviously I'm exaggerating, but we went like 6,000 days in a row with the S&P failed to go up or down more than 1%. Today, obviously, we're up about almost 1.5%, okay, 1.5% of the day. And it obviously really terminated the last breathing bear. If there was any bears left, they really got terminated today, okay, really got terminated today because everybody was thinking gap and crap, gap and crap, gap and crap, gap and crap. There's no chance, right? There's zero chance we're going to have a gap and go. Well, we want a gap and go. And the day for me, and again, we talked about this all through the morning, at Morning Strategy, during the middle of the afternoon, towards the end of the day, really slowed down for me, okay? And not in the sense of there wasn't things to do, in a sense that I was really seeing the field very, very clear. And it wasn't all longs. It was a combination of longs and shorts. And when you're doing this for a week, the game is moving too fast. When you're doing this a year, the game is going too fast. When you're doing this for 3 years with absolutely no process, no guidance, nothing that you set in stone as a foundation, the game continues to move very, very quickly. And that's why you lose the ability to be consistent. Because when the game moves too quickly, you're seeing things too fast, you're moving too slow, you're reacting too slow, and the most important part is you're still emotionally engulfed with every single day. And when you're doing this for me, I mean, again, I'm 42 years old, I've been doing this since 25. When you're doing this for 17 years, when you're doing this for 17 years, there's virtually nothing that you can see day to day, okay? Nothing that you can see day to day, month to month, week to week, whatever the case may be, that it's going to shock you. So the longer you put in that screen time, remember guys, we always talk about that screen time. The longer you put in that screen time, the day starts slowing down, your heart rate goes down, your testosterone levels go down, your breathing slows down, you become very, very in tune, in rhythm with the market is doing. You start putting on the same good risk reward trades over and over again. And the slower you down, then you can identify all the dangers, all the supply zones, all filter out all the noise, see all the potential dangers, and yada, yada, yada. That's what made today pretty cool, okay? Pretty cool. And usually we say we don't know how many trades we're going to have. We could have 1 trade, we could have 10 trades. I stopped counting probably after 10. Like I stopped taking notes probably after 10. And, it was trades all over the place, like literally all over the place and again, it didn't start out the gate. It started at the 10 a.m. candle. Remember, only 6 candles in the day. Every single candle has its own story, has a beginning to the end. We don't care about the middle. And once a candle, again, gets confirmed through supply or demand on a 60-minute interval, usually some pretty cool things happen. Let's go through all of them. Well, I can't even say all of them. Again, I stopped probably after 2 o'clock. So there's probably a bunch of names I left out. But if there was, if there was a losing trade today, I don't remember which one it was. That's how pretty cool the day was. And I want to send really good kudos to a lot of people in the room. Some great idea flow today, not only long side, short side as well. Some crazy shorts today. Some great longs today, but the most important part was we were trading under control, letting every candle confirm, and the most important part is we let the game come to us. So let's talk about the trades today in the room. And I want to start out, with some really great room participation today. First and foremost, it started out with Valiant. First trade of the day, Valiant. We talked about this 1430 area, and kudos to Patterson. He's the one who came up with the idea. 1430, the stock went to 14, and then it went sideways, right? And then went sideways. So the first cash flow move was to the $14 level, and then you can see again how many of these candles put into play and how important it is to really dissect every single candle and understand every piece of part to the puzzle. So you had $14, and all we kept on saying, guys, watch for the break, the 14, watch for the 14 break, watch for the 14 break, watch for the 14 break. And it broke. And again, with trading, you need a bit of luck. You need a little bit of common sense. And the most important thing is you need to have a process. We got all 3 on the same scenario. And once this broke 14, that news came out, the Securities Exchange Commission with possible violations. With Salix, yada, 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 and this thing went all the way down to 1340s level. Congratulations for all you guys who did catch that trade. Another big kudos for Peter C. Gave the room heads up on NTA on the long side, right here on the short side. This is the move. This is the move right here from this 302 break. I'm sorry, not from 302, from 3. Wow, I kept bad notes. I think it was 302 or 303. This thing just absolutely collapsed. Absolutely collapsed. Went down to the 290. It was 302. It was 302. 302 breakdown went all the way down to the 296 level. I didn't take that one personally myself, but for all you guys who did take it with Peter, great great call. The call of the day, by far, it wasn't even close. It wasn't my call. It wasn't, it was James N. and Patterson. I forgot several other people took the trades with it. It was the 60-minute view on Kite. Okay, this is the 60-minute view on Kite. And again, guys, here it is. Here's the top of the range here, 72.80, right? 72.80, 72.70, 72.47, 72.40. So it needed to confirm and build above this 72.80 level. And yeah, it kind of did that. It kind of did that. I mean, this thing was just went nuts here. All it did was put up an $8 candle. I know you guys caught this thing for a lot. And congratulations. We don't, I don't sit here just draw. These are phenomenal trades, guys. Kudos to you guys. Just an excellent job. I put on four or five trades today. I hit all those trades. They were all beta trades. I traded Google. I traded Google to the long side. I traded NVIDIA to the short side. And I caught Amazon today on two separate trades for roughly 3 and change. Okay, roughly 3 and change. I don't want to go through the whole mix. It was really good, really good moves there as well. Tesla. Tesla. There was two separate shorts today in the room. Tesla. Did I trade Tesla today? I can't remember because my light speed is off. I don't think I traded Tesla today. No, I didn't. I know my partner traded Tesla today on the short side. The first one we talked about was that 250 break or the 251 break, right? Was it 250, 251? I think it was 251. I can't remember now. I can't remember. It was either 250 or 251 break. The first one went down about 70, 80 cents. And then towards the end of the day, there was again another pivot. We talked about right here, this 250-60 level, and you could tell it happened towards the end of the day. So big move there on Tesla as well. For small caps, NSPR, I mean, we talked about this. I know several of you guys caught this. We talked about this 260 break right here. And again, went from 260 all the way to 283. I know a bunch of you guys caught that as well. Man, there's a lot of stuff here today, a lot of stuff here. I'm definitely missing out. There were some other names I put into the channel. I just can't remember which one it was. So again, it had nothing to do with the 300-point day. It really didn't. Again, it's all about trading opportunity. For all you guys who've been listening to my videos, or obviously in the live webinar or in the part-time trader program, I don't celebrate things. None of this stuff is impressive. Okay. Up 300, down 300, up 20, down 20. It's irrelevant. We always talk about the most important thing. It's value, right, guys? It's value. Today, we just had a lot of value. That's the name of the game. We just had a lot of value today. And again, going into tomorrow, can we have another 10 trades? Yes. Can we have another 1 trade? Yes. Can we have everything in between? Absolutely. Because every single day, it's its own momentum. And every single day is its own value metric. So until you really gauge the value day to day, you can't put yourself in a mental, anticipation what's going to happen the next day. Pretty solid day today, no joke. I'm not going to even sugarcoat it. Pretty solid day today. But the most important part is it's over. Okay, there is no celebrating. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We have a bias. Okay, we have a bias. We always joke around the market will never go down again. It probably won't ever. Okay. But at the rare point that it might come down, we obviously will be looking for ranges, obviously downside ranges today. You can make a case that some of the groups, including beta, was not strong today, for the exception of the opening range move, right? For the opening range move, look, you see what happened. Tesla from opening range lower, Amazon from opening range lower, Netflix from opening range lower. Google within the range. Google actually hung out within the range. Facebook, did okay. Then Alibaba faded, right? You can see Alibaba faded from its opening range move. Okay, you can see Baidu did exactly the same thing, right? Baidu, you can see Priceline, again, some profit taking in Priceline towards the end of the day, right? But most important part is, again, this group that was leading it. This wasn't the group that was leading it. You had the IBD pretty strong. You had a lot of other groups that I really don't pay attention to the day-to-day close. This is my group. This is my, I call it the Magnificent Seven. It's only 11 of them, but these are my guys. These are the guys I go to war with every single day. Tesla, Amazon, Netflix, Google, Facebook, Baidu, Apple to some degree, NVIDIA to some degree, and now we're getting Snap. We're getting the Snap IPO. There will be another, obviously, member to our ride-along gang, right? Hopefully, Snap will trade like the beta we hope it will turn into, and hopefully, it'll be a lot of good a lot of good memories with the Snap IPO going to the future. So good, solid day. I know a lot of you guys did very, very well. I got a lot of emails after the close. So great. I mean, listen, good work, but it's over. It's over. Again, just like we always talk about in the room, when you have a losing day, short memory, keep it moving. When you have a pretty solid day, shorter memory, keep it moving. You don't want to sip your own Kool-Aid. You don't want to put on the rose-colored glasses and think you're better than you are, or the day was exaggerated more than it should be. It's just the market, man. Every single day is its own animal. Every single day there's new players. Every single day its own value. And again, as long as you let the game slow down with you and don't cheat and don't press and don't forecast, you will be okay. So good day. It's over. Let's get into tomorrow's session. Obviously, tomorrow during morning strategy, get there early, guys, depending if the market gaps up or gaps down. We will talk about different ranges with Apple and Google and all these stuff that we trade every single day. So definitely get to morning strategy pretty early. Let's talk about some small caps. I'm going to give you guys some small caps. I know a lot of people in the room do trade the small cap names, and there's some pretty decent setups. There really are. There's some pretty decent setups. I trade these small caps. Oh, and by the way, ILG. Totally forgot about that. I put this thing in the room. I don't have any myself. What's this? I'm sorry, ILIL. I put this thing in the room. I forgot what's the symbol. I forgot what the symbol was. I think it's ILIL. Is it ILIL? Or LIIL, was it LIL? I can't remember the symbol. It's some 73-cent stock I put in the room that closed at 81 cents. I forgot what it was, but I know you guys are long, and I know some of you guys are long. So again, never mind there. Anyway, guys, so let's get into some small cap names. Okay, let's talk about some small cap names that I like for tomorrow. It's a good thing my internet's slowing down here as we speak. My Yahoo email is just freed up. Okay, here we go. So let me give you guys some small cap names that I kind of like for tomorrow. Well, some of them are small cap, some of them mid tier. So let's talk about ITCI. Again, guys, we always talk about value always coming from the bottom, never the top. Look at the expanding volume, guys, right? Look at the expanding volume going to supply. It's the same broken record every single day. All it needs to do is reclaim today's high of 1480, and this thing has a lot of room. Remember, this thing blew up on the FDA thing, so you have a big, big range here. You have a roughly 18-cent risk, so definitely keep an eye on ITCI. SBLK, a shipper that actually looks pretty good. Pretty good-looking shipper here. You had a big run in January. That's flagging again, broke out again, right? Broke out again. Put in a high today near the $10 area. All it needs to do is reclaim that $10 area, and this thing could go. Again, you roughly have a 6-cent risk for a possible big return here. METC, I don't know what this thing is, but again, you don't need to know. It looks like some sort of coal name. Looks like a recent IPO, and it broke the whole downtrend today. It broke the whole downtrend. Again, if you believed that the 10-day moving average is the birth of the trade, well, this baby popped out a 9.5% move. Keep an eye on this thing through $12. Again, your risk is roughly a dime. You close at 11.91. You're buying through 12, so keep an eye on that. I like this TTPH as well. Okay, TTPH as well. Again, stocks are coming out of supply. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know anything. Supply. And when it gets confirmed, usually good things happen. Again, expanded candle. Here's the 200-day EMA. If it takes out today's high of roughly the 570 area, it should go higher. Good looking chart there as well. PEIX, ethanol name, old school name. Again, same thing here. Closed above supply the first time. We have 2 expanding volume bars. All it needs to do is get above today's high of 840. Risk is roughly a nickel, 7 cents the most for a possible move higher. I kind of like this KPTI again. It's been on our watch list for several days now. It rebounded nicely from yesterday's sell-off. Look at this long range, folks. This is a long range. I think an 1120 break will get this thing going. And one more biotech I kind of like is this Alkermes. Not a small cap, obviously. Long distribution base. Again, if you saw how crazy Kite was in the last couple of days, this thing looks pretty good. If this thing gets above that 60, 75, 61 level, it could do some nice things. So that's that. So, solid day. I'm going to get some sleep. Tomorrow's a new day. Again, we don't know. We just don't know what tomorrow brings. The most important thing, guys, slow down, breathe, embrace the process, embrace the pivots, embrace supply and demand, and most important, slow the game down. God bless, guys. Have a great night.